Hello everyone, here I am Dwi Agustina from Pekalongan University, Indonesia. So my co-authors are Dr. Satra from Kalasin University, Thailand, and also Dr. Hyun Dan Thien from An Giang University, Vietnam. So we are going to present our article entitled Indonesian Students' Autonomous Learning Activities to Support English Mastery in the Era of Merdeka Belajar. So I think we all know that we are in the era of Merdeka Belajar or freedom of learning in Indonesia, and me and my co-authors were interested to study how students in the era of Merdeka Belajar did the autonomous or independent learning outside of the classroom activities. Now we come to the introduction. So again, learner autonomy is known as the capacity for active independent learning. And learner autonomy received greater attention in Indonesian educational context after the concept of Merdeka Belajar or freedom of learning is introduced in 2020 by the Ministry of Education and Culture. However, we all know the concept of learner autonomy is not very popular in the past, especially in Indonesian context. So many teachers were also pessimistic about Merdeka Belajar itself. In addition, not all teachers understand and have the ability to implement the Merdeka curriculum. But the current curriculum seems to be the culmination of the government focus on developing learner autonomy. So with the greater focus on the development of learner autonomy, a new history within the educational systems in Indonesia is built. Why? Because independence and freedom of learning become the basis for Merdeka curriculum. So I and Dr. Satra and also Dr. Tin were interested to study how actually students conduct autonomous learning outside of the classroom in the era of Merdeka Belajar. Okay, next, in this study, we did a survey. So we used an open-ended questionnaire in which students completed a self-report questionnaire, and the students were coming from accounting department of Pekalongan University, and the data was collected in 2022, and we got 38 respondents, 38 students respondents, and then once the data has been collected, we analyzed the data by using content analysis. Now, what about the findings? So here are the research results. Number one, almost all accounting students, here covering 94.74%. So those students conducted independent or autonomous English learning activities. And then there were various learning activities conducted by the students. What are they? So here is the table. So as you can see, autonomous learning activities of accounting students at Pekalongan University covered number one, listening to English songs, and then watching English films, learning from the internet, watching English YouTube channel, using Google Translate, learning from social media, learning from platform or free apps in handphone, reading books, learning with private teachers, learning from more capable peers, learning from games, dictionary, and then by listening to podcasts, reading English vocabulary, watching English ads, and also making personal summary of English. So if we look at this table, then we can also see the comparison from the bar chart. Let's see. So here is the comparison. So number one, listening to English songs got the highest one, and then followed by watching English films. So those two are the most popular activities done by the accounting students in Pekalongan University. Okay, followed by the other activities. So these findings were in line with Mehdia's findings 2020, in which students also did so many activities outside of the classroom, like watching movies and also listening to foreign music. And these findings were also similar to Alolawi's 2023 findings, in which students also watch movies frequently to improve their English. However, it is interesting that previous studies like Liando et al., Chiang, Mursidi 2020, which shown which showed that even when there was no Merdeka Belajar curriculum, students already used movies in their learning. So this suggests that the activities done before and after Merdeka Belajar were still the same, signaling that the impact of Merdeka Belajar on the types of activities was not high. Okay, so we come to the conclusion. So number one, students majoring in accounting at Pekalongan University conducted various autonomous learning activities, and then the most popular activities were listening to English songs and watching English movies, and then the activities were quite similar to the activities done before Merdeka Belajar era came. So signaling the small impact of Merdeka Belajar curriculum to the students' independent activities. Even so, there are still students who never learn outside of the classroom independently. So we suggest to the lecturers that they need to encourage students and train students to do independent activities or autonomous learning activities. Okay, so here are our references. Yeah, I think that's all our presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.